Welcome. We're going to do some mathematics today. So get your thinking cap on and let's go to work. All right? All right. Today we'll be looking at converting fractions to decimal. And I will be using my washing machine as my board today. All right? So when all that's said and done, we're going to make some simple and quick problems and get them out of the way. So our first problem today that we're going to be looking at is 3 over 10. And this is a fraction. And with this fraction, we're going to quickly work this out. 3 over 10 is the same as 10 divided by 3. This line here means division. Now we're going to work out this as quick as possible. Now our denominator, which is our 10, is going to be divided in our numerator. Now, can we take 10 things from only 3 things? No. So we are now going to make it in 10 and by adding a 0. So now this becomes 30. So how many 10s we can get from 30? But before that, we would say, how many 10s can we get from 3? We can't. So we put our decimal point right here. With our decimal point being there, we are now going to say, by adding our 0 to our 3, we make it 30. After making it 30, we say now how many 10s can we get from 30, which is 3. Getting our 3 right there, we now convert this fraction here into decimal. It would equal to 0.3. So 0.3 is the same as 3 over 10. 0.3 is the same as 3 over 10. Now, if we look at it, here is our simple breakdown. We get this 0.3 to write as a fraction. We can say this point here represent 1 and the 3 here represent 0, right? So we'll get rid of that and we'll get our 3 over 10. How to work it back? So converting now our decimal back to fraction to see if our answer was correct. We're going to be looking at this. So we're going to put 0.3 over 1. Remember, we take this over here, or 0.3, put it over 1, and then we're going to multiply it by 100. And then we're going to multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same 100. And here we go. Now 100 multiplied by this, if we follow our multiplication and practice, we will eventually get 30 over 100. 100 times 1 is 100. Now, sir, I don't understand what you're talking about. How you get 0.3 multiplied by 100, you get 30. So it is typically 0.3 multiplied by 100, or if you want to turn it the other way, and when you multiply it by that, you get 3 times 0, 0, 3 times 0, 0, 3 times 1, 1. 3 times 1, I should say 3. Now, how many numbers or digits are behind the decimal point? We only have 1, because there is no decimal point up here. So we only have 1. So we're going to put only 1 digit behind the decimal point, which is this right here. So having that 1 behind the decimal point, we end up with 30. So that is how we end up get this 30 up here. Now, good. With this 30 up here, we are going to now divide this by 10, because overall we were working with 10 as the denominator. So we are going to divide this by 10 and divide down here also by 10. Divide both of them by 10. Good. Alright, so when you divide them by 10, 10 into 30 goes 10 into 30 goes 3 times, and 10 into 100 goes 10 times. So that is how we end up get back what we were working from. All right. Thank you very much for looking at this example of converting fractions to decimal here in my wash area on my washing machine. So our next question will be 42 over 100, converting it to our decimal. So the same, we divide our denominator into our numerator. So that's 100 into 42. And 100 into 42, we say we can't. 100 into this, we can't. So we add our 0 to this. And we end up with 420. Now, how many times can 100 go into 420? We know that's 4 times. 4 100 give us 400. And we multiply. We get our 400. And we say 0 right here. 0 from 2, leave 2. And we end up with a 0 right there. So we'd have a 0 right here. And I don't want to put anything here because I don't want to mix you up. All right? So I leave it blank. So now, can 100 go into 20? We can't. So what we do, we add our 0, don't it? Now we have 200. Can 100 go into 200? And with this 100 into 200, it goes 2 times, right? So with that 2 times that we have here, we have 0.42. So here we go. 100 times 2 give us 200. The door take away, and we end up with 0, 0, 0. So our answer would be equal to 0.42. All right. And if we are supposed to work it back, we simply do this, which is 0.42 over 1 multiplied by 100. And you continue the whole process. And then you will get 42 over 100. And we don't have to do any more working out because we end up get back what we were working from. All right? We get back what we were working from, so we don't have to do any working out. So here we have 42 over 100, 42 over 100. And we know that our working out was great.
Thank you for watching. Have a great day now.